Going
You can set
live.
music.
All right, we are live with a healthy stream.
Do you guys hear music at all?
No.
The hell? Sorry, give me just a second here to get this to work right.
Take your time. It's worth it.
That's weird. Kai says, "Fuck me, I'm so sorry."
Oh
Hi,
shit!
Kai.
It's a
How
Kai.
you? How you doing?
What up, fool?
What's up, man?
Why you won't with it rhythm work? Why won't rhythm work? Excuse me.
Wasn't
I got tongue tied there.
it last week that it wouldn't play because of the thing between it and YouTube? Or last time we played, I guess.
Yeah, they must be having another issue this week. Damn it.
Have you tested it since then? Did it work?
It worked. I did not test it recently. Let's see. I'm gonna check something just real quick. See if Discord down. I'm gonna assume that they're just having an issue right now because we lost Kai.
Well, I can manually play it here based off your links, at least for the stream's sake.
Well, hi Kai. Okay, I don't know what's up with rhythm, so I apologize. I'll try to get in a little while.
All good.
Kai, I can just barely hear you.
I didn't know he was talking.
Hello?
Hey,
Hello.
there he is.
What the hell? I couldn't hear anybody in microphone. I'm so sorry, guys. I passed out and just woke up.
Oh,
How dare you?
what are you
Kai?
doing? Sleep.
Jerk.
Are you okay? Because I can totally.
Nope. I am good.
Are you sure?
I am good.
Okay.
I'm loading
Do
in
we still have an early quit time for you? Okay.
Sure you're good?
Wrong button. Haha. No, yeah, we can go later. I'm so sorry.
Oh, all right.
Sure. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's all.
So I apologize for the lack of rhythm music. So last night you chased the Castle Lancer's butler through the dock ward and into a peaceful but very angry protest against House Gralhund and the news of a cult of Asmodeus active within the city. During the chase, though, you realized that the butler had been pickpocketed by a trio of street urchins. They escaped into the sewers with the Stone of Golor. You followed them into the sewers and found their hideout in an abandoned cellar. Nat, the leader of the group, had been holding on to the Stone of Golor, but screamed and dropped it when a voice spoke to her. She tried to warn you that the chair it was under had not been there a minute ago, but when Serval reached down to pick up the stone, a mimic lunged at him. After a long night of fighting and chasing cultists and devils, you were all exhausted, and the lone mimic proved to be a dangerous foe. But with the help of the urchins, Nat actually landed the killing blow against it. Todrin picked up the Stone of Golor, and not long after, the city watch began pouring into the cellar. The three kids grabbed Oscar's hand and led him away through a secret passage, but the rest of you were arrested. Captain Staggett of the City Watch told you that with all of the reports he had from across 2 different wards, he just couldn't let you go this time, and you were taken to a nearby watch post, where you have currently been stripped of your equipment. Now, For the record, I have chosen not to actually remove your equipment, just because I don't know how much of a hassle it may be to get it back to you.
Penniless paupers.
Oscar, however, you have all of your gear. So
each of the kids has a disability. She's deaf. Squidly's missing an eye, and Jenks is black.
oh God,
God, dude.
Oh, wow.
Jesus Christ!
Just wow.
Go on the record and say that I do not support.
I
or
did not
subscribe to
say
any of the
that.
views exposed during this broadcast.
Thank you very much for that. God.
You
legal
all were
reasons-
thinking it. Come on.
Sorry. Is
For
that
legal reasons, that was a joke.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh man. We just can't take you anywhere, can we?
Nope.
My one black friend would not approve.
Oh. Oh man. So,
Look at you.
Jesus Christ.
We were all thinking it. No, I'm just kidding.
So, Todrin, you're a paladin, by the way.
Yep.
Todrin, Bartholomew, and Serval. You guys have been wading through the sewers. You stink to high heaven. You have been stripped of your armor and your weapons. Todrin, you do, however, still have the Stone of Golor in your possession. Somehow, through their search, they missed it. And whether that may be your half-assed attempt at hiding it real quick, or maybe the stone has done something, you really don't know. But they missed it. And so Captain Staggett is leading you from getting out of the back of the coach and through this the back rooms of this city watch post, and he says, all right, look, you guys stink. Go take a shower. We'll ask you a few questions. You'll have to spend the night here in the holding cells. We'll get this all sorted out when the magistrate comes tomorrow morning.
All right. Thank you for the ride, Captain.
I cast Prestidigitation and smell like roses. And then I do it a couple more times if he doesn't stop me and jump on me for spell casting in the middle of everything.
He will tell you. He says, I've seen that spell before. I know what it is, but I'm going to ask you politely. Once, please no spell casting in here. At least until we get you out of here tomorrow morning.
Apologize, and I will refrain.
All right. For the record, if you need anything, please feel free to call one of the guards up. We'll have them. If you need any blankets or anything like that, we'll have them delivered down here. So, I will leave you men to it.
I'm just kind of staring at the wall.
Again, thank you for the
So-
ride, Captain. We'll talk to you in the morning. And
All right.
yeah, we'll.
So he's not split us up?
Not yet. He's going to give you guys an opportunity
All
to
right.
take a shower first because you all stink.
And incriminate yourselves.
So there is
Is it hot water by chance?
you know what? It actually, Waterdeep is a pretty advanced city as far as cities in the area go. They do, in fact, have hot water showers.
Then Serval would probably take an exorbitant amount of time in the shower.
All right.
Like, stupid excessive.
So are
And
you guys?
he would have excruciatingly hot water for everyone else.
Do you guys want to take turns, or do you mind showering in front of each other, or what?
It's in the locker room. It's no big deal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
You gotta
So
get used to, showering in front of other men and
Yeah.
not dropping the soap. And...
I've done weirder things at the Temple of Beauty than this.
So he'll give you a little while to do that. With Serval taking as much time as he is, he does eventually come to the door and just bang on the door. And he's, come on, we got to do this. We got to take care of these questions.
Well,
there-
while we're in the shower and there's lots of steam and such, and it's difficult to see and kind of muffled the sound, I'd say, all right, guys.
I'll say this is before he comes to the door.
Huh?
I'll say this is before he comes to the door. So.
Yeah, before he comes to the door.
Yeah.
I'd be like, okay, guys, remember, devils and cultists. Every answer, devils and cultists. That's that's how we got here. That's how we're going to get out.
You're not wrong.
Right.
Just don't get sidetracked, because the more information we give, and also don't talk about the stone if you can help it.
What
At least the
stone?
fact that, yes, 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 yes. All right, but yeah, that's good plan, great plan.
How big is the stone of Golor?
So the stone of Golor fits in about the palm of your hand.
Worriness.
Did I show you guys the? Actually, it could be done. Yes. Did you guys see the picture of it? I don't know if I've shared the picture of it. I think I
Yeah.
did.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's got these
I dropped
three
the
little
soap of Golor. Oh no.
Oh man.
Ah, the stone of Golor can see inside.
Y'all are already getting ready for prison, putting stuff up there. I swear to God.
Hey, it's things you don't want to lose, man.
All right. So
that's the pocket.
Oh my god.
is there anything else you guys want to discuss in there before they take you all and split you up?
Nope.
No.
Okay. So they will, in fact, take you upstairs and split you off into these 3 different rooms. Toddern, they take you to the far room, and you're able actually to see the lobby from where they take you. You can see down the hall. There's a set of double doors and 2 rooms that look like the privy. If you need me to point it out on the map, I can.
Okay.
I don't even remember how everything started at the night.
So we found the Nimblewright randomly. The detector went off, remember? And then that
That's
sent
right,
us
we ended
to
up in the graveyard.
in the graveyard. Found your brother. Found the cultist dead. Hauled ass over to the windmill. We did some,
Why the
beating of
windmill?
asses and such, and then chasing of devils on the rooftops, and then burning of the coach and chasing through the crowds.
How did that happen? I don't remember the coach getting set on fire.
You set it on
You're the
fire.
one who burned it. Your spells are the one scorching
That's
red.
why I'm asking. I don't remember.
You cast several firebolts on it, and being made of wood, it and
Ah, yes, I do remember. I was like, fuck that coach. We got to stop it from leaving.
yeah.
Fuck that coach. In
So
particular.
All
I'm gonna
right,
do this
well,
sort
now
of
I just realized why all of our stories are going to fall apart.
No,
Yeah,
because it's cultist. Cultist,
Okay.
cultist, cultist.
that's bad.
That
That's
butler
gonna,
was a
okay.
cultist, or he was working for cultists.
So we set his
Cultist,
carriage on
cultist,
fire?
cultist. Yes,
How did we know he was a cultist?
because a devil was working with him. A devil
That was
gave him
before
the
the
stone.
devils.
No,
No, it
Well, it
wasn't.
was after the devils. That's
It was
right.
before, after, and during the Devils. All of it was Devils. Devils,
How
Devils,
did we
Devils.
run into the devils? We...
At the cultist
At the
hideout
windmill.
that was the windmill, yep.
That's right. And upstairs, the chick gave off the stone to some
to
flying
a
demons.
flying devil.
Okay, I'm back to speed. All right.
All right. So the way I'm going to
Excellent.
handle this, rather than split you guys off and take you into the whisper room one by one, I'm just going to do this montage style. And so I'm going to ask a question, and then I'm going to go down the line, and you guys answer as you will. Just try to keep it a little short, just for time's sake. But
Time's sake.
yeah.
Oh, don't
So
worry. Bart is pissed.
the first question they're going to ask you, and Captain Staggett is going to one room and then to the other and then to the other during these interrogations. So he's the one you're talking to that's answering or asking all the questions.
Okay.
So the first thing he's going to ask you is just what exactly were you guys doing?
So we start
So
with Lanner,
start
then
with you.
Drax, then me.
Yeah, I'll start at the top of the map here, and I'll start with Lanner. Excuse me, start with Serval. Serval, how would you answer just exactly what were you doing?
Well, it's kind of involved. We've been looking up leads on what happened after the Troll Tide slaughter, and my friend Herman and the Uncommon's friends, and they were all attacked, and we've been following up on that, and we've got the Nimblewright, and the Nimblewright, we finally found the damn thing. It was broken, smashed to bits, and it had a note about going to the graveyard. And if you look in, there's a tomb. I forget the name of the family. If you look in that tomb, there's a bunch of dead cultists, unless someone's messed with it. Anyways, yes, try to keep this short. Basically, we followed
That's
more
the
cultists, chased
for the,
devils, burned the carriage, trying to get the butler that's also a cultist, and wound up in the sewers.
okay. Bart. And for the record, I'm the one asking for it to be kept short, not him. This is probably an hour long or more hours long process before he lets you guys sleep for the night.
Right.
So,
So first off, my interrogation, I'm very just kind of blank. I'm just kind of staring at him with a blank expression. And when he asks me
Just kind
that
of bored.
question, almost, yeah. And when he asks me that question, I just straight up go, cultists, they're evil.
there we go. I
Stopping
got the music
crimes.
working.
Nice! Have you seen my brother? And then I won't say anything else.
Well, as soon as you mention your brother, he will ask you to elaborate. He's like, what about your brother?
Well, we ran into him that night. I'm not quite sure what happened to him. I mean, devils were involved, good man.
What was his part in all of this?
To be quite honest, I don't know.
Todrin, how would you answer that first question? Just exactly what were you doing?
We were following up. Well, first of all, my interrogation is very much the opposite of Bert's. I pretty much act like I summoned them here to explain what happened so that they can do their job.
Thank you for joining.
That is brilliant. I
Like
love it.
I'm sitting down with my arms crossed with a smirk on my face, and as he walks in, I like point at his chair. Please have a seat. I can tell you. I can tell you
I will,
exactly what
thank you.
happened, and then we can move on with the investigation. And yeah, I tell him that we were following up leads that. What's Barthanabas's rank? Barnabas and Safe. They're
They actually
investigators?
do not have ranks. They are investigators working with, but they are not technically part of the City Watch. They are, in fact, well, Barnabas is a member of the Watchful Order of Mages and Protectors.
Right. Yeah, I'll tell him we're following up leads based on an investigation that is ongoing with them. It's dangerous and, as I said, ongoing. And it led us to a tomb, and then basically the whole spiel that Serval gave, where it's the tomb led one thing to another. And I tell him the truth straight up. I do not mention Bart's brother.
All right. He's going to toss a copy of the morning paper in front of each of you that's got that big headline that is your fault that says the Grawl Huns worship Asmodeus, and he's going to say, you say devils were involved. Does this have anything to do with this?
You know, I don't.
Start with Serval.
Wait.
Yeah,
Oh, right.
Sorry.
My bad.
it's okay. I didn't say.
I'd pick up the paper and go, hey, that looks in. Hey, did you know? I think these guys were involved. You should follow up with that. Because, yeah.
He'll tell you little protest you guys got involved in the dock ward has got nothing on the one going on in front of their villa right now.
Well, if they're going to play stupid games with devils, they're going to get stupid prizes.
Okay. Bart, does this have anything to do with this? He puts that same newspaper in front of you. Broadsheet.
I
They
look
call.
down at it. Is it like readable for me, or is it upside down?
He puts it where you can read it. Yeah.
I just kind of glance down at it and read it super quick, and then I look back at him. What do you think? What is his title? Do I refer to him as like lieutenant or?
He's a captain. He's this Captain Staggett. You guys have dealt with him.
Oh right,
before.
we've met Captain Staggett. That's right.
Yeah.
What do you think, Captain?
He'll just nod his head and keep
And
asking
I'm just
questions.
staring at him now. The
Yeah.
blank stare.
I'm sorry, Bartholomew, if I offended you in some way.
Not at all. I just don't understand why I'm here, Captain.
Would you like the list again?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I would.
Let's see here. I have you on charges of assault, kidnapping, arson, property damage, brandishing of weapons, disturbing the peace, and intimidating a citizen. What are your thoughts on all of that?
All of these were in responses to intimidations towards me. I don't understand why I'm being detained for defending myself.
Well, and I hope that we can sort this all out. Now, I'm inclined to believe you. I'd like to think that this is all some big misunderstanding, but these are some pretty serious charges, and we have to take care of this. So,
I understand, Captain, but I would like you to understand. This is exactly how devil worshipping works. And I'll just lean back in my chair and just keep holding my stare at him.
That's a good point.
Using the law to do evil things.
he will turn to you. He'll come into the room with Toddern now, and he'll ask the same question. Put down the broadsheet in front of you, and he says, "Does this have anything to do with this?"
Oh, so it would be a fair assumption that this is what started that riot we ran into. How are the Growl Huns? This seems to be rather targeted.
So far as I understand it, the protest is ongoing, and as far as I know, it hasn't shown any signs of stopping.
Has it gotten violent? Has anybody been hurt?
No, fortunately not. There haven't
Good.
been any reports of violence at this point.
Good, except for what happened.
Except for you, yes, of course.
Right. I would hazard a guess as to our interactions being the actual results of this devil worship rather than the peaceful riots.
I wouldn't call them riots. It's just protests for now.
Protests, yes.
Hopefully it'll stay that way.
I agree.
He'll actually tell you, we haven't found any evidence of devils.
Well, you wouldn't. We killed them.
You must know that every other person that comes in here just claims devils made them do it.
Yes, but they won't have the past interactions that we've had. We were in the right place at the right time, and we took care of business. I understand without any proof that that's kind of hard to nail down, but, I mean, what do you expect? What could we possibly have done to make that easier for you?
Right.
Real quick.
Is that a next question for us?
Sorry, is what the next question?
Is that like the next thing he's gonna... Go ahead.
Out of character, all of our characters are beat the hell up. We have some nasty wounds, especially Toddred.
That's fucking true.
So you could probably have someone who is versed in dealing with devils and have them come in and compare Toddred's wounds.
Are you going to ask them to do that?
Serval would probably ask that when he has a moment. He'll probably take him like 3 or 4 questions before he thinks about it, because he's a little brained and slightly addled at the moment from loss of blood and feeling a little bit woozy on only 4 hit points or whatever.
And
I'll
newborn
tell you-
babies.
I'll tell you what, they will have someone come in and take a look at all of your wounds and get you at least patched up. I'm not going to have them heal you because I don't think we're to that point yet. But so they come in, they take a look at Todrin in particular because your wounds, I think yours are the most severe, aren't they?
They were, yeah.
Okay.
That
So, yeah,
and he had a hellish freaking blades poked into him.
Yeah, the examiner comes in, takes a look, and says, "It's possible. It could have also been some kind of poison, or specifically with regards to the bearded devil you fought, the injury that they caused. He's like it could be that, it could be something else. It's not his area of expertise, and he doesn't know. So it's the results of the roll were inconclusive, I'll say."
So when the examiner's looking me over and he says that it could be one way, it could be the other, I'll just lean forward and look Staggett in the eye. Look, man, my oath is intact. I am not lying to you here. I can prove this to you if you need. But all we're doing here is establishing due process. You don't have anything to worry about.
Of course. All right. I'm sorry. I lost my train of thought. What was the question a minute ago? What was the next question going to be?
Were you asking us, like, was that his next point to us, is we never found any devils? Any proof of devils?
He tells you guys that, yeah, that just they didn't find any evidence, and as far as they can find, no one saw them.
Wow, nobody saw them?
Well, it was dusk and they were trying to avoid being seen, so they're flying low over the
That's fair.
Yeah, they were
rooftops. So
they were in fact
they were trying to be stealthy.
Yeah.
But they
All
saw fucking everything we did.
People would probably hear their wings and then just see us go running by and then go, huh, I wonder what that was.
Okay, so I'm gonna put you guys all in your individual room, your individual cells now, and they may Staggett will tell you they may have more questions in the future, but for now, just hang tight.
Oh, there wasn't any more questions? Well, my final point to Staggett when he tells us about the lack of demons, I'll just point out, I'll be like, you know what, Daggett? At the end of the day, what motive do I have to assault a random butler? What motive? It makes no sense. And then on the other hand of that, Daggett, why was I assaulted? That's a good point, isn't it?
It is indeed. We're going to get to the bottom of it, Lord, I promise.
Cool. I'll go with him.
And
willingly.
that's the thing. More than anything else, I want to stress he is being as genuine and polite as he can with you guys. He is. He's not trying to screw you over, as far as you can tell.
Servals is just acting a little bit punch drunk from all the
Punchings.
beatings and nearly dying and
Yeah.
all that. Yes.
Okay, so I am now going to switch over to Oscar.
We're having the time of our lives down in these sewers. I don't know what's going on with you guys.
Whee!
So,
That's a much happier tune.
Whimsical piano music. Beautiful instrumental piano.
Oscar and the three urchins have managed to evade the city watch by weaving through darkened back alleys and using their knowledge of the dock ward. But it's getting really late, and you need to find a safe place to spend the night. Oscar, where would you go?
This
I
music's
mean, we're
fucking perfect.
perfectly safe in these undergrounds.
Okay, so just somewhere in the sewers then?
Yeah, So, are we stopping and the kids kind of turning me to make a decision, or are they just seeming to get lost?
Well, I don't know, kids. How is that? Drax, Hind, and Lanner, I'm going to let you guys play the kids. Who would like to play who?
Oh shit!
I think we know who Hind wants to play.
I want to be black.
Okay.
Damn it.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna clear the owners on the PCs here. So who would you like to have?
Lanner,
Drax.
go ahead. I'm down to play either of
So-
the other two.
It's either Squidly or Nat, and I will give you a little brief thing in a minute. I'm gonna send it to
I
you. on
guess
Discord.
I'll be Nat and make bold moves and don't have to
Okay.
talk.
All right. I'll tell you what. I'll take care of her for.
So I don't have 4 fucking characters.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. And so, first things first, you guys are going to notice you've got a notes section on their character sheets here. You've also filled out their inventories.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
So, you guys can go ahead and read those. Don't forget, there's a section down on the notes part where you've got the notes tab, and then beneath flaws, appearance.
Oh, shit,
there's
okay.
Notes. So just so you have a basic idea of what you're looking at here with them.
What was the spell that Bart was casting at the? It was magic missile, right?
Magic missile and chromatic orb.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
All right, Lanner. I just sent you this thing, and if you want me to, I can read it out loud. I don't know how your phone works.
Could you copy it and or
Alright.
take a screenshot of it and put it on Discord?
I sent you the text. Does that work?
That works. Oh, I see it.
Alright.
There we go.
So Nat is a lanky 10-year-old deaf Alaskan girl with a wooden sword. She's the leader of the group and communicates using sign language that she invented and taught to her friends. She's the leader of the group and the most brave, even though she's deaf. She relies on her friends to tell her what they hear in the form of sign language that she invented. She wants to be an adventurer when she grows up, and she's very proud of killing that mimic. And as far as her personality traits, her personality trait is if someone's in trouble, she's ready to lend help. Her ideal is community, that we orphans have to take care of each other because no one else is going to do it. Her bond is her friends. They're the most important thing in her life, and she would do anything for them. And her flaw, of course, is that she is deaf.
Fair enough.
So,
Why is it got to be a flaw?
that's a good question. We will see.
It could just be a trait.
So,
Steve.
the four of you,
I am offend.
the four of you are in the sewers with Oscar, or excuse me, 3 of you with Oscar.
I'm just waving my stick aggressively. Chromatic orb! Chromatic orb! Chromatic orb!
And as
James,
far as
what are you doing?
Did you see that? It was so cool! Chromatic
It was cool.
orb!
It was. What was really cool was Nat. She killed that mimic.
And she raised the sword proudly. Ah.
And I just turn to you and I just start flashing sign language. Nat is such a fucking awesome person.
Chromatic orb.
Thank you,
Chromatic
thank you.
orb.
Take a bow, take a bow.
What do we do with this guy?
That is a good question. Who are you?
So I'm going to say you guys actually
But
all
they know
recognize
him.
Oscar. You guys do know Oscar.
they know
Oh,
So
like
you were there.
well?
All 3 of you were not well. I'm about to. So you guys were there during Trolltide Slaughter. The 3 kids that were there that
Yep.
you guys may remember. This is them.
Okay.
You were wearing troll masks, looking for candy on the rich side of town and maybe a little bit of fun. You watched Oscar fight a troll, 2 trolls in fact, and you watched Bart fight said trolls as well. You'd never seen. No, I take that back. You had seen Todrin before, but he he was not outside at the time.
I
Remember, he
gave
was inside.
Squidly a shit ton of money, but they didn't see me fight.
That's true. Right.
So Serval is the only one that's the unknown.
Right.
And then he was kind of cool because he, offered money for and a way out of getting stuck in the bottom of the bay with very heavy boots.
Yeah.
So
So what's Oscar doing? What do you?
So they stopped and they're pantomiming the battle, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
And then as we finish, we just kind of stop and stare at you.
I don't stop.
I'm
Oh.
I'm totally following footsteps with what is it, Jenks,
Jenks,
who's
yep.
doing the lightning bolt?
Chromatic orb. Chromatic orb.
Yeah, I'm doing that, but I'm using like Druidcraft to actually like make chromatic orb kind of appear.
Oh
But
my
it's like kind of
gosh.
like, trash.
That is. Yeah. When he starts doing that, Jinx, that is the coolest thing
Chromatic
you've ever
orb,
seen.
chromatic orb. I'm like,
Chromatic-
yeah, right? Isn't that
Are those
awesome?
chromatic vines? What is that?
I don't know. Are
What
they
does that
staring
spell?
at us?
What are you doing? You don't look
What?
like a wizard.
No, well, I mean, Bartholomew has been training me diligently, learning as much from me as him.
Ooh, teach
Um,
me, teach me.
I've forgotten it all.
Aww.
So, you guys stole that gem. You've got it, right?
The gem.
You mean the
ball
stone?
and
Yes, the
and that
ball of
kind
stone.
of that gestures that it was under the mimic.
Yeah,
It's-
no,
I'm
the pretty one got
standing
it.
on it.
Yeah, the guy with the armor.
The blonde, he
The
got
rich
it.
one.
Oh,
Yeah.
problem solved. Then we're all good. Where
So
are
what was
they,
that
by the
stone?
way? Did
Everybody
they
seems to
follow-
want it.
It's precious. It
It's precious. It looked
yeah,
fucking
it
ugly.
tastes like grapes.
Okay, it doesn't say
I
fucking.
think.
It looked really ugly.
Fucking.
You're playing Squidly. Squidly says fucking.
Oh, okay.
He does now. He does now.
He's
I think
he's,
it's like a
he's
key,
a tiefling, so yeah, of course
Yeah,
he says
you're right. Okay.
key to the gate of hell. You could go home. It's a key to the gate of hell. I think it is.
The fucking key
So
to
are
hell.
they going to be here?
Excuse me?
I think. I don't know. I don't really. I'm not
You don't know
really
what
sure.
you're talking about. What's your name
Oh.
again?
He doesn't like
I'm
to talk
Oscar.
about hell.
Oh, Oscar.
Don't mention that.
Jason,
Yeah,
Jason,
let's not do
Jason, Jason.
Sorry.
Nat, what do we do
Yeah.
with
So-
this guy?
So, Jason, is there any other hidey holes that this group has? Any?
So
I'm.
there
What-
is. You guys actually know of a place on Candle Lane that is a couple of blocks away.
Even in the sewers, though.
They've got places in the sewers that they've been to in the past. The sewers have a tendency to not exactly be the safest place to sleep, though, in your experience. They're great for
So-
traveling
They
undetected,
smell bad
though.
too.
Honestly, you probably don't
Um,
notice.
I mean, that's what I've heard.
So,
Nat, what do we do with this guy?
idea. He lives in that manor, that bar. Let's have him take us, and we'll crash out under there. They seemed fairly.
Ooh.
We have rooms
No.
there. Yeah.
No. I start flashing. No. All the police want to go and capture this guy too, and the first place they're gonna go is to his house.
Oh, but they
Aw,
probably
yeah.
have beds and food.
What you talking
Yeah, they
about?
probably
And
do,
food.
but they also have jail.
I don't-
Only if we get caught.
What's a
Yeah.
pail of wine?
And they're the police. They have to follow the rules.
Yeah, and they're gonna be all over
So-
that house.
Well, let's go. We got into the cellars over here. Let's see if
Yeah, the
there's,
cellars. The cops
they
don't
have the
want to
cellars.
come in the fucking
I
cellars,
know a
Matt.
secret way in the house.
A
are-
secret way.
Had it installed. It's for dwarves, I think, but you guys are short enough, about the same.
Hey,
I could. Yes?
It's,
I
it's
just
not.
turned to you.
It's not
To be
nice.
fair-
Is all.
To be fair, we're pretty short, Jinx.
Ah,
We're pretty fucking short, Jinx.
I'm short.
Speak for yourself.
We're all
You're both short.
Except maybe Nat.
This is
And
brilliant.
I just turned to Nat. And I flash. Yeah, Nat, you're awesome.
All right.
Start mumbling.
So are
You
credit
did pretty
for-
good with those arrows
I'm
too.
gonna tell you. And Oscar would know this and be able to tell him. From where you are now to the North Ward, in the middle of the night through the sewers, is a long way.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Oh yeah. We need someplace closer.
That candle
All right,
place,
let's,
guys. This is all in our. All of this is all being sign language since Nat is deaf. So.
Oscar-
Fucking Oscar's just standing there watching us all just flash our hands at each other.
Well, we're used to talking out loud and flashing at the same time, probably.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ah,
Hey,
you're
just-
right.
This is
Talking with
second
your
hand.
hands and
Second nature to you guys. Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
talking with your hands and such, and Nat's just like.
Damn.
Oh no!
What the fuck, Lanner? I love you, man.
That is almost as bad as the black joke.
How offensive can we get?
Yep, really
Jesus
working
Christ,
that
guys.
character flaw, aren't you?
Oh man.
Oh, fuck.
I was just looking through my notes.
Now we're all gonna
'cause
do it.
Jason said something
Go ahead,
about
Kai.
a wild shape.
Holy
So I
fuck.
was looking through my notes, and it says my appearance, big and happy, probably an alcoholic.
Did you put that there or did I?
I don't remember.
Probably an alcoholic.
Oh, fuck.
I don't think I put that there. I think you must have.
That sounds like a Kai thing.
Okay.
So,
So-
his face is red.
To be very honest, it's up to you guys where you go, what you do.
The thing
let's
is
see.
that don't know where they know where they would go to crash out for
Yeah.
a safe spot to hide.
The
so
closest
that's probably
place-
what we would do.
The closest place is going to be this place on Candle Lane. And Oscar, when they get there, you start to realize this is like your place.
Oh, nice. We moved in when you moved out.
Okay.
Yeah, when you moved out and took all your shit with you, they kind of
Would I
moved
take
in.
all of my shit though.
Not necessarily. That's up to you. I know you took a lot of the books, but it sounded like you had more books than you could take with you. So,
Probably.
so I can't remember exactly how you described your place early on, but
It's
there's
like a hoarder's nightmare, just full of books.
yeah, Hoarder's Nightmare full of books, and I believe you had knocked out a wall. Like the place is structurally unstable. This is like it probably should be condemned.
Oh, this place looks awesome. You guys live here?
And Nat would draw her sword and stick it in one of the books, sort of put it on one of the books, sort of pile, correct pose, have all the kinds of.
You know,
Okay.
I could really move into a place like this. This is very comfortable. You guys
No.
have wonderful
No,
taste
no.
in books.
We don't live here. This is just a hideout.
It's a
Oh,
clubhouse.
Whoever hideout
as
here is
As
really
long as
great.
long as you don't mind us being here whenever we want, that's fine. Whatever you want.
Well, somebody's got to live here.
We should see if we can become friends with them because they look really cool.
Who?
Whoever lives here.
Oh,
He has all the same books I had.
I just look over at Squidly. Wow.
Yeah. He's so bright. It's
He's
so-
astonishing.
He's helpful.
There is one small detail that you guys should know.
Look at all the same food I had. Ugh.
Nat, Squidly, and Jinx can't read.
Right, but
Oh,
I
okay.
totally act like I can.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Totally.
like, wait, I gotta look up that spell you used earlier, and I just pick up a book. I got it upside down, just rifling through the pages.
just
I
kind
go
of
over and
chuckle.
helpfully turn it right side up, but I turn it right side up again, so it's upside down.
Nice. All right. So I'm gonna give you guys a long rest, and
Oh,
Thank
thanks.
God.
and we will continue with Oscar and the Street Urchins.
That was a great idea,
That's a
Kazin.
band.
That was
What
fun.
is? Oh,
Great band.
I'll tell you. I'm just out of character briefly. I was worried. I'm not worried anymore.
You know us
First,
better than that.
disclaimer from the parent company.
All right. So the next morning, again, this is the dock ward. It's there's almost this constant sound of seagulls. Just as soon as the sun starts to rise, you hear the bustle outside, and all night you'd hear like drunken sailors just come by, wandering by and bumping into shit on through Candle Lane. But the next morning comes, and for travel through the city of Waterdeep, you guys know the sewers pretty well. I'd say even Oscar, considering you're also a street urchin, you also have a pretty good understanding of the sewers and know that that's a decent way to get around the city quickly without being seen. So you guys can go anywhere from here. It's entirely up to you where you think would be best. If you want to go to Trollskull Manor, you can. But if there's anywhere else that you would like to go, you can.
Unfortunately, I don't know the kids well enough to know
Right.
what they would do. I mean, first order of the business is
Well,
food,
right.
and we've got a gold piece. We need someplace that we can change that out for lesser money without having people look sideways at us like we stole it.
You do know that just right here at the end of Candle Lane, there is a tavern. You kids have picked up food at before. Early in the morning like this, it's open. There's the guy there has been tolerant of you. The owner.
Intolerant or
Tolerant.
indifferent? He's tolerant. Okay.
Yeah, he's not an asshole, but he doesn't go out of his way to help you necessarily.
Okay, so he's indifferent. All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's get some breakfast. And yes.
And that's literally like just a block away from where you are now, like at the end of the street. In fact, I'm going to bring up the city map here, and I'll just. So you guys are here on Candle Lane. The Thirsty Throat Tavern is just right there.
That's an awesome icon.
Thirsty
Nat,
throat.
signs to everybody quite proudly that we need to have a victory meal because I was awesome and killed that thing. That
Are you kids
abomination.
old enough to eat?
Hey,
I just stop and I look at him. Are you real? What? Really?
I tug on someone's shirt and it's like, what'd the fat one say?
what?
I turn to you. He asked if we're old enough to eat.
Is he old enough to be alive?
That's a good question.
How
No,
old
I'm
are
not
you,
sure.
mister?
I'm 3, carry the 4.
Wow, we might be here a
I'm
while. Let's go get something
one
to eat.
Oscar. It's been like, remember that story from 103 years ago?
From what?
Yeah, 103 years ago. I don't because I was a baby, but that seems to be a pretty old story.
103. So you're a little older than 103?
Why are there poops sitting at a table?
So those are members of the Dung Sweepers Guild.
Yeah, they are. They're so happy to be
So
alive.
For the record, Lanner, I know you can't see it. There are poop emojis for icons that I use the Dung
For
Sweepers
the
Guild.
dung sweepers.
So
Wow.
you guys come to the door of the Thirsty Throat Tavern, and to be early in the morning, there's a lot of drunken sailors that are just. Most of them are
They're
half
still
passed
drinking
out.
from
Yeah,
last night.
they're either hungover and passed out, or still drinking. But yeah, you guys come in, and there are two halflings that are sat at a table at the back, and you see there's the servant girl that's going around cleaning up the messes that these guys have made. There are a couple of tables you guys could sit at, or
I'd like to
if you
say,
prefer to do
make the
something
most
else.
lovely maps.
Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Fucking awesome.
All right, so
So
what would you guys like to do?
before we go anywhere near the tavern, I'd note for everybody, assign to the other two that we need to scout around, make sure the watch isn't like making sure they're being stupid and lazy and not actively looking for any.
Oh, that's a good
So-
point.
Go ahead and everybody roll me a perception check.
Hey, look, it's that guy the guards are watching for. Is there any reaction?
No, not really. Not these guys are too wasted to give a shit right now. Nat, just for the record, I'm going to roll yours. I am not going to roll it at disadvantage, just because I feel like she knows enough that she's looking, not looking to. She's not trying to hear. But
What
just so
are
you
we
know,
rolling again?
I'll be right
just-
back. I
just
need
a
some
pers-
water.
just a perception check, just to see if you see anything as far as the city watch maybe looking for you.
If they're just being their normal, lazy, lackadaisical selves, then no big deal.
Yeah.
But if they're like paying attention, then we need to be attentive.
Yeah, as far as the tavern goes, nobody in here looks like they even know. The two halflings are the only ones that look like they what's the word I'm looking for? Look like they're awake and alert. The dung sweepers are in here with getting a coffee or something before their shift starts.
Right,
These
I'm
two-
back.
These two halflings sitting at the back are having breakfast, and you know for halflings it's a pretty large breakfast.
Ooh,
But,
yes. I
yeah.
see that, and I'm just like that. I'm having that. I'm getting that, guys. I'm getting that.
I'm having
Alright.
2 of those.
And
Jinx,
you guys
you
have
don't
plenty
need
of
to.
you guys have plenty of coin right now for pretty much anything you want.
So we're going to have a feast and see if we can't get a celebratory drink or not. See if they care enough, if they're aware enough.
Okay, give me just a second. So
I don't know if I want to drink, Nat. Look how stupid it makes you. And I point at one of the sailors.
And that
Smelly
Fighting.
too.
that
this is
sailor
what heroes do when they have a victory.
that sailor kind of turns to you when you say that. That was Squidly, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
He just looks you up and down. He says, "The fuck's wrong with you, kid?"
What does it look like? I'm a tiefling. The fuck's wrong with you, mister?
He looks up to Oscar. He says, "Is this one yours?"
Yours,
I'm
boy.
nobody's.
What the fuck's up with you? And I win.
All
Look
of a
at
sudden,
him.
he
He blends
stands
in
up.
flawlessly.
This guy stands up and he's toe to toe with you, Oscar, and he's standing a good, probably what, a foot and a half shorter than you are, but he's just looking up at you. And he goes, he's obviously drunk or hungover or something. He goes, these kids, they're with you, right?
I awkwardly bend at the knees to get down at his same level. Say that to my face.
He punches at you.
Oh shit!
Does a 5 hit your armor class? I know it
No.
doesn't. He takes a drunken swing at you, and he ends up tumbling over these bar stools.
Nat jumps on the guy's chest with her wooden sword at his throat, going. "Grr!"
Oh god, roll initiative.
Okay.
Oh no!
It's gone. It went that bad, that fast, that quick.
Oh man, I just wanted some food.
Yeah, I just want to eat. We have all this money and now. Ah!
You
All right,
rolled
I
let's
got
for
my
see.
Bart.
cowboy out. Oh. Well.
Uh, sorry. Do I have initiative for everybody? Okay. Let me just see here. Sailor 9. He's this one real closest to you. Oscar, he's gonna he's gonna try and take a swing at you too.
You can try.
Let's see. Does a 14 hit your armor class?
No.
So again, these guys are pretty freaking wasted, and I don't even think this guy knows what he's fighting over. But he takes a swing
It's
at
a
you too.
brawl. Doesn't need a meaning.
Yeah. At this point, the halfling in the back kind of looks over his shoulder, sees this mess going on. He's trying to stay out of it for the moment, though. Let's see, where's 2? 2 is sitting at the table over here across the way, and he's not even paying attention to this mess. 4 is in this back corner. He's going to try and get up, and he can't really get to you, but he's going to throw just a mug at you. He just says, "Get the fuck out of here, man!" It goes wide, and it hits one of the dung sweepers in the back.
Hey.
Bringing them into the fight.
So upstairs, you can see there are 2 guys and a kinku, and they see this going on downstairs, and one of them taps the other one on the shoulder. Hey, look at that, look at that! And they just lean over the balcony looking down on you guys.
Watching fight.
Yeah. So this other sailor comes in, and
Oh.
he's going to try and grab Jinx, because Jinx is the closest one to him.
Ah,
I need you
hands
to
off,
roll me...
Stinky.
Yeah, roll me a strength or a dexterity check, whichever one works better for you. He rolled a 14.
Oh.
Yeah, he's got Jinx grappled now.
Fuck. Let me go. Let me go.
Yeah, and with that, you see one of the dung sweepers stand up and say, "Hey, let go of that kid!"
Racist. Racist.
Yeah, you guys have started a brawl now. This guy's grabbed onto Jinx. This dung sweeper comes up and he takes a punch at the first sailor in his way. It's gonna get messy. He's
Oh shit.
They're fucking dung sweepers. It's already messy.
these other guys at the bar either don't care or they're just enjoying watching at this point. Dung sweepers, however, let's see how this goes. Oh. So one of the dung sweepers pushes this guy over the table, and he falls over the table onto one of the chairs and breaks the chair in front of the fireplace.
Oh.
Again, the
Now
halflings
he
are
did damage.
the halflings are watching
That's-
from the back. Let's
That's
see.
going to get the watch involved. I got to get my guys out of there now.
Yeah,
Now that
Jinx,
there's destruction of park.
Jinx, you're being held by this guy. What do you want to do?
So I start flailing and I start yelling, "Pervert! Pervert!" And I want to try
First
to
off,
use his embarrassment to break the
Bad
grapple.
touch.
roll me an intimidation check with your charisma modifier. Do you know how to do that?
Toggle it over to charisma. Yeah, it's all right.
I tell you what, it's a +0, so just roll a straight roll and we'll see how it works.
Oh hell
okay.
yeah!
That is enough to get him to break the hold and go, I didn't even touch that kid!
And that was my action then.
Yeah, you can still move if you want to.
Yeah, I'm like, we gotta get out of here, and I'm gonna leave out the door.
Okay. The Kinku is watching from upstairs. The barkeep at this point, when that chair gets broke, you hear the barkeep yell, "Hey, knock it off!"
No touching kids in my fucking bar.
Put that shit upstairs.
So this one dung sweeper is trying to get his two buddies to knock it off. He rolled a 20 on his insight check to see if he was serious or not. And more sailors. No. Nat, what are you gonna do?
Well, since Jinx is out of the grapple, I was going to go run to his. You see her start to run to his rescue, and then he yells pervert and gets away. And it's like, okay. Then she starts following him and gesturing for the
Squidly and
with her
Oscar.
hands. And let's get out of here.
Oh god, what have I done? Alright, so
Made
you're
it
leaving
too
too?
easy.
You're leaving too?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I love our
let's see.
whimsical bar fight music.
Squidly.
Nice.
Squidly, what are you doing?
As Nat runs by me, I'm just like, oh, Nat, you're so fucking retarded. Come on, Oscar, let's go. And I take off after him.
You just hear her out the door.
She
Alright.
can't hear, she's deaf.
Yep, she can't hear it if you make fun of it. She doesn't know it.
Oscar,
Oh my god.
roll me an insight check first.
Whether or not I should follow these kids.
Well, this is something different. Okay,
Show
you've been around
20 plus five.
you've been around the dock ward. You were. This is actually a tavern that you used to come to on a regular basis. You're pretty sure that this fight is going to continue even if you leave.
Oh, sure.
So, what do you want to do?
Who were the original guy? Was that 7?
He's the one that was right in front of you, Sailor 1. No, wait, I'm sorry, you're right. It was 7. The one that got knocked over the table and broke the the chair rather.
Okay.
But yeah.
And Sailor 1, what was he doing?
Sailor 1 took a swing at you.
All right.
4 threw an ale mug at you and missed, hit one of the dung sweepers.
I'm gonna look Sailor 1. So Sailor 1 totally missed me with the punch, right?
Yeah,
So I'm gonna straighten him out a little bit. I'm like, say that to my face, and then push him away, and then
Okay, roll me a strength check. Oh man, he rolled a 2.
there we go. Oh,
Or athletics. Oh yeah, he rolled a 2.
Athletics
You
would be
rolled a
1
20.
higher.
You knock him back into this other chair. He's drunk enough that he doesn't get his footing. He lands and ends up flat of his butt in the corner there. I'm gonna say, as you guys are leaving, you can see these dung sweepers advance on them, and the fight is on, and the barkeep is in the back just shouting at them.
Just waving around a shotgun.
Yeah. Hopefully it won't get that bad, but you guys
A great axe.
all right.
That was fun, but not very filling.
Yeah.
we gotta go somewhere else for food now.
That is what we call a mission fail. Chromatic orb.
That was
Okay, I'm gonna switch back to Bart. Todrin, Bart, and Serval. So,
This is gonna be difficult.
yeah.
No shit.
All right, so give me just a second here to get all this right. So you guys are in your cells first thing in the morning. You've had your night's sleep. They haven't yet brought food. It's super early in the morning, though. Is there anything you guys would like to be talking about, or anything you
We're
want to
sealed
do?
off. I thought we were alone.
No, you guys are in different cells, but they're it's just bars. You guys can talk if you want to.
Is it like bars we can see through to
Yeah.
see each other, or like are
They're-
there stone walls?
Yeah. Okay. There's stone walls on 3 sides, but you've got barred doors in the front, and there's about a 5-foot hallway. So there's Todrin and Bart are on one side of the hall, and Serval's on the other. There are 5 cells in all, but you guys are just using 3 of them.
Nice. When I wake up, I'll kind of walk over to the cells that are kind of in between, like the wall, the
Mhm.
bars. Anybody else awake?
Oh, that was a nice shower.
It was. I think we all needed it.
Indeed.
There's
Todrin.
bunks, right? Or was it just naked cells?
These are single beds.
I'm still laying down, hands behind my head. Yep, what's up?
With single occupancy.
Yeah.
Did
You know, guys, I have this sudden urge to go. I don't know why.
We're all
Weird.
horrible.
I had the strangest dream. I was fat and black. Can you imagine
Wow.
the disadvantages in life?
I just remember a lot of scared angst. Yep, it was weird. All right. Well,
You know, those are perceived disadvantages. Those disadvantages don't actually exist.
Todrin, I am going to ask real quick. Do you take the time to attune to the Stone of Golor throughout the night or the morning?
He doesn't really think about it, but he does have it on
Okay.
his person, and that's all it takes
Right.
to attune, right? So, yeah, it happens.
I think you have to focus on it. Like, you can have an item in your backpack that you're not attuned to while you're attuned to other items, that kind of thing. It's something you have to be consciously...
You have to focus on it.
I am most definitely thinking about it, and it's on my person, so I
Right.
think on accident,
Okay.
at some point,
If
it does
you
get
can
attuned.
do it on
Come
accident.
with me to Whispers.
Rut-row.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I just start screaming in
So-
my cell, pervert!
So, the world revolves around you. You are the most important person in the world. You are the only thing that matters.
What? That's what I start thinking?
Yep.
When the stone starts, or I get it attuned. So like,
Mhm.
give me some context. So I'm sitting there in the cell.
Okay,
And,
I'll tell you flat out. The Stone of Golor has being attuned to it gives you the ability to cast the message cantrip, which I'm going to go ahead and add into your actions tab here.
okay,
So you can cast message cantrip at will.
nice. Okay. And then it's making me think things.
Not exactly. It's while you are attuned to this artifact, your flaw is amplified in a way determined by the DM.
Oh, okay.
So your flaw of, in fact, the world does revolve around me. Yes, it really fucking does.
Gotcha. Okay.
You are the most important person. The fact that you are a chosen of Sunni is forefront in your mind.
Makes
This
me
is
God.
You are, if not God, very damn close to her.
God amongst men. Got it. I can do
Right.
this. Cool.
All right. Okay.
So Bart asks, Todd, are you awake? And I'm like, man, are they going to feed me today or what? Got stuff to do. Man can't be sitting around here all day.
What?
When you ask if Todd's awake, you just hear him say, man, are they going to let me out of here today? Man's got stuff to do.
What do you have to do, Todrin?
People to see. Food to
Who do
eat.
you have to... Okay.
Would you
On
call them
another
in here
note-
for me? Let's get this
They'll
show
be
on the
here
road.
in time. Calm down, Todrin. Did the captain ask you why we were doing what we were doing?
Ask me?
I should have, and I forgot. That's my fault, not his.
Well, that's what your first question was.
Yeah,
like,
isn't that what that
Yeah.
first question was?
what were you doing here?
Anyway, sorry. Continue.
Doesn't that strike you as a little odd? Like, I guess not really. He is a constable.
Do you have a point?
I just feel like the watch has far too little information.
All right, I'm back. Sorry.
Either way, it's a massive waste of my time.
Todrin just woke up. He's being impatient.
Ah, indeed. So, well, unfortunately, we've got nothing but time to hurry up and wait while we wait on our hosts to get their shit together and get us in front of a magistrate.
Nah, forget about that. And I walk up and I start rattling the bars. Hey!
Yeah. One of the constables will come up and he says, "Yes, my lord."
About time we got this show on the road.
Sorry, you're in a hurry, but we'll have to wait for the magistrate.
Mm-hmm.
It's barely dawn, my lord.
I just start pacing.
Okay. So,
Todrin, are you okay?
I just completely ignore you.
Todd?
I just sit on my bed and I'm just watching you.
Wait, they're on the same side, so they've got a wall between them.
Yeah, you can't
Right.
see me.
I can see you guys.
you can see him, and you can see Bart is right in front of you, right across from you. It's a kind of catty corner to see Todrin.
So I can't see him pacing.
You can hear
So I'm
it,
just standing
probably.
there. Todrin?
You can hear his footfalls as he boom,
Yeah.
boom, boom,
Yep,
boom.
yep.
Todrin.
Yeah, there's no response from me. I'm just muttering every once in a while.
I just look over at you, Serval.
I look at you, look at him, look back at you, kind of shrug my shoulders and go, I don't know. And then I mouth the stone, maybe?
I just turn my head and I kind of look through the wall.
Okay. So at this point, Captain Staggett appears and he comes around the corner and he approaches yourselves.
Ah, it's about time.
He says, "We have a problem.
Yeah, we do. I've been in here way too long. Where's my breakfast?
It's not that, my lord. We have a serious problem. Just a second. Where did it go?
Did the showers break too?
Look, I overheard the magistrate talking to someone. We have to get you out of here. They're arranging executions for all of you."
I'm
What
sorry,
the hell?
excuse me, what did you just say?
Shh, silence. They are arranging executions. We have to get you out of here. We have to get you out of the city now. I don't know what's going on, but they want to bury this.
Who's they?
You have something that they are after.
I just look back at Todrin through the wall. God damn it, Todrin. Well,
They mentioned something about some kind of stone. I don't know what it is, but they're seriously talking about executing all of you right now.
well,
today.
Captain, open up those doors right now. We've got to
I-
get out of here immediately.
Right,
Right.
don't let him get to me. We gotta get out of here.
He reaches to his belt and he fumbles around with the keys. And the first thing he does is he comes up and he unlocks Serval's Then he turns around to Bart, and he unlocks your door. And he comes to Todrin, and he unlocks yours. He says, and he stands at the edge of the thing. You guys all come out of your cells.
Hmm.
Okay.
As soon as he's done unlocking mine, I come up behind him while he's fiddling with Bart and.
Okay. So before the other two get unlocked, you come up behind him and
But yeah, I ask him, what about our equipment?
don't worry, we'll take care of that. We'll get your things, but we have to get you out of it. We have to get you out of the city. Do you have anywhere you can go? As he's unlocking Bart's cell now.
Well, right now we can lose ourselves in the city for a moment and then take stock of what we need to do.
Whatever you need to do. Look, if you have anything that you can give me that you need something, a message sent or anything like that, I can do that right now. But we have to get you out of here. And at this point, he's unlocking Todrin's cell.
All right. So, who are the names of those investigators? Barthel?
Barnabas and Safe.
Yes. Get messages to them. Tell them everything we told you. All the information that you have. Pass it on to them. Pass it on to the Grey Watch and
Force Grey,
the
yes.
Force Grey, and who else did I give copies of the paperwork to?
And he looks to you, Todrin, at all of you, but you're the closest. He says, "Do you have this stone they're talking about?"
I don't see how that matters if my life is under threat. Let's get moving.
Give me just a second here. Okay.
I feel like one of us are gonna die. This
Oh,
music
shit.
is just making me.
He says, "Todrin, I know you have it. Give it to me. I'll take it to the Blackstaff. We'll get this all taken care of. Promise."
I don't believe that's how this works.
All right. And he says, "Fine. You take care of it. You do whatever you need to do with it." And he takes a peek around the corner and he says, "All right, come with me." And he starts down the hallway.
I follow suit.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
That's a good call.
Someone roll an insight check on him for me.
Oh, right, got it. The insight +3.
Does seem a little sketchy.
You got 7.
He seems 100% honest with you. There's nothing that he says that gives you any pause.
Can I do one also? Mine's a little bit different, though. I'm trying to decide if he's actually concerned for my life or if he just wants to steal from me.
Go ahead.
That's not how that works. Here we
I
go.
am distracted on various fronts.
He seems honest. Like he's trying to get you guys out of here.
His priorities are in the right place.
So you come around the corner though, and you see there are 2 dead City Watch, and he's standing there right in front of you guys, and he turns back with a smile on his face, and he says, "Guards, they're escaping!"
Oh, you guys got fucked!
Oh, fuck. Oh, that's not nice.
So, actually, I run over to the guards and said, "He's trying to steal from us," and I put my hands up to the guard.
Okay, I need you guys to roll initiative.
Oh, shit. Oh, fuck.
Can I just not and just die?
Just die of mortification. I need to re-up my drink before I do anything here.
Okay, go ahead. I got a lot of stuff here to take care of.
Fuck. What are you doing to me, Kason? You're breaking my heart.
This is not my fault. This is Chris Perkins' fault, I swear.
After the mimic, I saw this coming.
All of this is happening to Bart, and he's just like, no, this wasn't supposed to happen this way. No. I'm gonna go get more waters. Bourbon.
Kai, can I borrow you just real quick?
You may.
Okay.
I called it after the mimic. I saw this coming. Damn.
Todd, how are you? I'm like, me. And you're like, jealous. Best friend. The one ally that's been promoted, yep. Would you? The Serval guy seems alright, but we're doomed.
All right. I'm Burke.
Okay, I'm back. Oh, Kai and Kazan.
I'm giving up. I don't have any weapons to fight them with, and I'm going to, you
Okay.
know.
I'm back. Sorry.
Cool.
So, sorry. What were you doing? I just came back in the room.
Where are we at in initiative here?
They are. Let's see. Constable 8 is gonna come down the stairs. You guys rolled
Constable what?
pretty low, to be perfectly honest. But what you see is in front of you. You see Captain Staggett standing. There's a guard on the floor that appears to be dead, and there's another one in the back corner that also appears to be dead. And I'm gonna remove those two from the map here.
Fuck.
So, as soon as he starts yelling that you guys are trying to escape, you can hear shouting and footsteps, and let's see. You hear a door open at the far end of the hall, and then City Watchman comes in. Let's see. Okay. So another one comes up, and runs up as quick as he can right to Staggett's side. You guys are just practically slack-jawed as this happens, though.
Yeah, I'm
This-
floored.
Yeah, nobody saw this coming.
Except Kai. Kai saw this coming.
I, as a player after that mimic, I expect it all.
That's true. I think Lanner saw this coming too.
But, you know, that's Serval didn't.
Right.
Oh, man,
Serval
you
was
guys-
caught up in the oh shit, my life's in danger.
This is gonna suck, guys. I'm so sorry for this.
Oh,
They are
no.
gonna have this entire hallway blocked off before y'all even get to move.
That's fine. That's fine.
I agree. That's fine.
All right. So this guy's going to come up. This guy's going to be the first one. He comes up, charges through, and he's going to take a swing at you. This is going to say spear, but what he has in his hand is a club. I just don't have the ability to change
D4
that.
damage club.
I'm gonna leave it at a D6, but
Clonk.
he's gonna swing it at Todrin, and that's a miss. I apologize. I'm gonna go ahead. If you haven't, could you remove your armor? It doesn't matter for this guy. He missed, but
Oh yeah.
just to lower the ACs to where they should be.
And
I can
remove my armor as well,
Yeah.
please.
I can take care of yours. Or Who's got control of Serval?
I do.
I'll take care of his. Okay, that's right. Do we have everybody's armor class sorted out then?
Yes,
Yeah, I
we
don't
do.
wear armor, so we're good.
Okay. So yeah, this guy comes up. Bart, what would you like to do? And I'm gonna, let's see. Go ahead. Sorry.
I am just gonna stand there with my hands up and just be like, I surrender! I surrender, I've done nothing wrong!
Okay.
Jenks,
Sorry, that's supposed to be a sergeant.
Sergeant Jenks.
Yeah, this guy comes up and he's the sergeant standing behind the captain, and he just motions to the people behind him to keep coming in. Serval, what would you like to do? You're just behind Bart. You really can't see around the corner, but you can hear him shouting, "I surrender."
I'm going to cast suggestion on Jackass.
Oh no, don't do that. Don't cast magics.
He's doing it.
Decision's already made.
Yep.
What do you want to suggest him to do?
Tell them the truth.
Do I need to roll something for him?
Monologue.
Or...
I already did. He rolled super high. He rolled like a 19.
Fuck!
Damn.
He says, "Arrest them! Get them back in those cells!"
I
And
used
he's
my
gonna-
movement to already get myself back in the cell and close the door behind me.
Yep.
Okay. He says, "I want each and every one of them searched."
Fuck!
And Serval's going to say, he's murderer! He killed your men! He killed your men! And, yeah, that's not enough for a persuasion check, but he's starting that for the next round.
All right, Todrin, what do you want to do?
That swing at me missed because I was already running backward to do the same thing Serval did, which is to
Alright.
just beeline straight into my cell. And
Alright.
as I'm going... Oh, God. How big is the stone?
Handheld.
Fits in your
Fits in palm?
Yeah, it's the size of your palm.
I hear them say, I want them searched, and Todd fucking tries to swallow the stone.
Oh man.
Oh my god.
No. I'm gonna tell you,
can't.
you look at it,
Do it.
you look at it, and it is.
AC.
Maybe
Oh
our
my
football
God, man.
friend could do it. Not you.
You just kind of get it in your jaw and you're just like, ow.
I'll
Okay,
say
this ain't
this.
gonna work.
Hang on. First off, make an intelligence check.
Okay.
And fail.
Roll low and you're just gonna fuck your teeth.
I'll just say this, there are other issues involved here.
Dude, there's not.
Okay. There really is. You hold it up and you have this thought, and your first thought is, there's no way that's going to fit in my mouth.
Oh, okay. We are imagining completely different things then. My mistake.
What were you imagining?
Well,
Are you thinking like marble size?
like horse
Because
pill. Like
this
it's
is
a
like-
big fucking pill. But
No,
when I
no.
say this will fit in the palm of your hand, I mean like from your finger, the tip of your middle finger to your wrist, man.
Okay.
Well, that'll
This,
fit.
That
yeah,
is-
this is.
You
it's the
can't
size
close
of my
your hand
hand,
around
not
it.
the size
I'll put
of
it this
my
way:
palm.
there's another orifice you might be able to get it into. It's not your mouth.
And it will be painful.
Yeah, no,
Yes.
That's, okay.
Oh, he's
so,
a paladin. He's used to having a stick in his ass.
Oh. All right.
A
So you-
stick, not a horse stick.
So you bring yourself back into your cell. I assume you close the door, correct?
I put myself back in the cell. I slam the door, and
Alright.
I sit down. And when
Okay.
when
I'll
I
just
hear
say
them
this.
say I want them searched, I'm just gonna fucking take the stone and put it on the bed next to me.
Okay. By the time this happens, again, I'm going to take everybody out of initiative at this point. This hallway is just filled with constables and sergeants.
what the fuck are we supposed to do?
And Captain
I
Staggett
don't
comes
think I
up,
lead a group.
and one of the constables says, "Sir, he had this on the bed." Hands it off to Captain Staggett, and he says, "I want them watched around the clock." I'll take the stand
And
with this.
Serval uses her persuasion and says, what weapons did we use to murder those men? He did it. And also, that is Todrin's property. He's stealing from a noble. And
No matter how much you
we don't
shout
have
and
weapons.
listen, no matter how much you shout and how much you spout anything, they are not listening. As far as they are concerned, you just killed 2 of their men, and he takes the stone and
How did we kill 2 of their
he
men?
walks
We
away
don't
with
have
it.
any weapons.
He leaves. He goes up the stairs, and Captain Staggett is.
And Todd's babbling the
justice.
same shit. He's like just affronted personally, and yeah.
And also, if we were trying to escape, why didn't we try to escape?
Yeah, you guys all. Serval in particular just keeps talking the whole time, but they are not hearing it. They take these 2 guys and they carry them away, and you guys are locked back in your cells. There's a sergeant and there are 3 guards at the end of the hall, and they are not hearing a bit of it.
Fuck
And I
me.
just talk incessantly the entire time. I am pissed. I am furious. How did we kill those guards? We were locked into the deal. He had to let us out under false pretenses, and it just continue on and 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 on.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And Todd-
Absolutely.
Todd does the same thing, but it's much more self-centered, obviously. Did you see what he did to me?
Obviously.
Did you see him? Did you see what he did?
Okay.
I'm just sitting on my bed, just kind of resigned. They're
Todd-
both outraged and just talking and yelling, and I'm just sitting on my bed in silence, just like.
Yeah, how long does that last? Kazin?
How long does what last?
The thing. Like, am I...
They leave you alone for about an hour before it passes.
Okay.
So I'm going to remove this, and we're going to go back to the kids now.
Ah! What? Oh, God.
All right. So we are now. You guys.
God damn that insight check. God damn it, and I don't have any friggin'. Ugh!
Yeah, we both rolled awful, dude. You rolled a 4, I rolled a 2.
So the 4 of you, Oscar, Squidly, Jenks, and Nat, have left a bar fight to continue on its own for who knows how long. What would the 4 of you like to do?
Where else can we go to change our money and get some celebratory food?
No, fuck that. We kick in the doors of the jail cell like fucking SWAT.
Yeah, no, that's funny, but no. A bunch of 0-level kids running in there.
Fucking Jenks with the door battering ram, and then Squidly comes running in. Clear!
No way.
So yeah, whatever we do to change out our money, whatever fence we go to,
And you guys
Hey.
can find somebody, absolutely. Yeah.
I missed it. What's the money changing thing?
I think what he's just wanting is to have it turned from gold into silver, right?
Yeah, pretty much, so that we don't have people accusing
I mean,
a bunch of street
Oscar can
urchins
do
of
that for you
having-
if you want.
I have 180 silver.
You want to just do that?
Sure.
Wait,
if you have 180
You had
gold?
money this whole time?
You will remember that.
Yeah, wait a minute. You knew we wanted to break up this coin.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it's
Squidly's from New
jingles,
York.
All right. I'm gonna. Let's see.
What, you think you're better than me?
Forget about it.
You
Okay.
with your 2 eyes.
Just so
And
you
your
guys know what
attitude.
I've done.
Oh my.
just so y'all know what I've done, I've given Oscar 2 gold pieces, and I've removed 20 silver pieces, and I've taken the 2 from Nat, given them to him, and Nat now has 20 silver pieces, and if you would like to disperse that amongst your team, you may. Your friends, rather.
Yeah, give me
That
some of
doesn't
that.
sound. Well, so, what kind of exchange rate are these kids offering?
We'll give you 1 gold for all of your silver.
Okay, but you have 2 gold, so how about all my silver and all my copper?
Okay.
Okay, good. Let's do that then.
You're just gonna give them all of your copper and silver?
Well, that's what the exchange rate was, so sure.
Okay. All right.
Well, now wait.
Alright.
Oscar doesn't speak the sign language, so one of us would have had to interpret
Right.
it for her, and
Right.
I would not have done that. Would Squidly do that?
Yeah.
Squidly would absolutely do that.
Squidly is just
Absolutely.
he
Squidly
does
would
that.
charge
He goes,
gold in
so
order
I'll
to
give
do
you
that.
all of my gold or copper, and he just goes, ha, okay, maybe this guy's a joke, and he just dumps out all these fucking coins, and Squidly's just like, oh, and he turns to Nat, and he's just like, this stupid motherfucker is gonna give us all of his coins, and he doesn't say that out loud. He just signs it.
Jinx is staring at all the coins, and he just farts. Really, really loud.
I will say this is more money than you guys have ever seen in your lives.
Right, that's why Squidly is he's malicious about it.
We
So-
are freaking rich.
Oscar, I am going to remove all of your silver and all of your copper. You have 2 gold pieces that have been added. So, is it alright with you?
Excellent. Oh, yes.
You just gave all your gold to the dragon. Do you even have any money now?
Not much.
Jesus.
I got plenty.
All right, so Nat, how are you going to split this? Are you going to split this evenly amongst your friends?
Well, shit.
Very excited about how happy they are.
Fuck it. Yeah, let's that's a lot of coin to carry, so let's split the load as evenly as possible.
Okay, you're each going to have 60 gold. Or excuse me, 60 silver pieces rather. My bad.
Gold. Ah!
I was slip of the tongue. Sorry. And let's see what. Okay. It's gonna be 81 copper pieces each.
Good lord.
The Uncommon's dead, but the Street Edging clan is taking their place, and we'll
Okay.
we will find that stone for
In 10
And
short years, we'll be just as
Yes.
effective.
Screw the stone, guys. We're rich. Let's go find some food.
Yeah, and with that, you guys can find somewhere nearby that, like, there's just a stand on the side of the road that will sell you,
No drunken
So-
sailors.
sausages or bread or whatever. Not this
so we're sticking the coinage and boots and
right?
you
Yeah.
know everything that's not like a typical coin purse, because we don't want someone to pick our pockets as well as
Yeah,
pick
we
other
know
people's
better.
pockets. And we're
There's like
not
bands on my arms that all the coins are tucked into.
So at this point, all 3 of you are just walking right, clink, 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 clink. You sound like you're all in chainmail or something. Just your pockets and your boots are just every step you take is.
And we I stopped the other 2 and I signed, remember, don't show any more of the coin than you absolutely have to.
Right,
Nobody
right.
needs to know as we walk how much we actually have.
Okay.
Chink,
All right.
chink, chink. Wow, it sounds like I'm running after a bunch of Chinese men as I
Ah!
chink, 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 chink.
Wow. You
Wow.
guys.
What has happened?
I don't
What
know.
is happening?
I am just.
I am seriously
Todd
disappointed
didn't
in you
open the
all.
floodgates. Hind opened the floodgates, and I have to ruin it. I have to ruin it.
Good on you, mate. Good on you.
All right. So, where would you guys like to go after you've exchanged your money? You've found something to eat for breakfast. I'm going to say it's going to cost you guys for just a simple breakfast, or are you guys looking for something a little more fancy?
A bit fancy.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Let's see. Let's see. Da, 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 da. Expenses. We'll call it, say, 5 silver. We'll get you a comfortable meal.
Absolutely.
So 5 silver each from each of you, and Oscar, yours will be covered by lifestyle expenses.
Excellent.
So,
Alright, so I've got you all down at 55 silver each now. But yeah, that's enough for the 3 of you. That is the best meal you guys have had in a long time, and it's all thanks to your new friend Oscar, who is apparently incredibly generous.
Yeah,
Yes,
he's,
incredibly.
Bad at math.
he's helpful.
So,
So where are your friends?
I don't know. I guess they're still in the sewer, maybe.
No, when we left them, the coppers were busting in on everybody.
Oh, that's right. Think they're
So-
helping at the station?
I
you
doubt
know, they probably need some help, but I can't think of any way we could help them at this point.
God
Yep,
damn it.
yep.
You guys are just awful. I swear to God.
Hey, if your butt hurts, I don't care.
I'm
Deal
not.
with it.
I am totally fine. I just,
We have been especially awful today, though. That's for sure.
yeah.
The thing is that, you know, I feel that more people should be a little bit tough about this stuff. If you can't make jokes about the horrible things in life, then
Trust me, I
Yeah.
completely agree. I am not politically correct at all.
No, it's okay. I make fun of the stable people too.
Well,
There
this
you
is
go.
for the people on the stream. Is that I don't actually believe any of this stuff, but it is hilarious to joke.
Oh,
about.
yeah. And we don't discriminate. We make fun of everybody.
Yeah, that's
Especially
what's so
Heinz
bad
dumbass.
about it.
All
It's
right.
because it's just a joke when we're talking about this stuff, but when I make fun of real people, it's real.
Yeah.
Okay, so where are you all going? What are you doing?
I don't know, man. Fuck.
I think we should probably check the police station to see if our friends are done helping.
You know, maybe we should kind of scope out the police station and
Okay,
maybe
so-
see what we could see.
Yeah, I could
I'm
use
gonna
Phil
be
to...
real honest, guys. I'm gonna be real honest. I don't think that the cops are gonna be real happy with us. We ran away.
You know what? They have to. It was dark. They have to remember who we look like and such.
See, they were looking for
you know, as long
poor
as we keep
kids.
the big guy's face down. keep the big guy's face down, and you know, so they don't recognize him, and we're just.
So do you guys want
Kids
to use
on
the? Do you guys want to use the sewers to get where you're going, or how do you want to get there?
If we can comfortably go a less stinky route, then we'll do that, and just keep our eyes open for anybody that might be alert.
Tell
But
you
you know, if we have to use the sewers, then yeah, let's do the sewers.
The best route you guys know to the nearest courthouse, the nearest watch post, would be through the sewers. It opens up just right.
Would
real
we
close
know the one that was closest to where they were taken from our clubhouse?
by. Yeah, you
The
guys
one
are
that they
familiar enough.
probably
With,
went to.
you guys are familiar enough with the dock ward. You know where to find that. Yeah.
So let's go and kind of scope that out.
Okay. Again, through the sewers or no?
Not if we don't have to. If we don't have to, no.
Okay.
But if things look like people might be a little too alert, too interested in the big friend, then yeah, we'll switch to the suit.
Actually, on that note, Oscar, are you doing anything to try and hide who you are?
Why would I? I mean, no.
I'm going to sign for the two guys to suggest that he maybe not be so tall. He needs to stop being him.
I can do that. I would like to.
You can stop being tall.
Yeah, I'm going to concentrate very, very difficultly. Where's my thing?
Your Furbolg thing? Okay,
Oh,
I
my
hear you,
druid
Hein.
thing.
Gotcha. Thanks, man.
Are you looking for...
Druidy stuff. Wild shape or some crap.
Yeah, you've got wild shape that you could use to do that, or there's
Walk around as a
something...
house cat or a rat.
A horse
I would've
cat.
sworn-
Can I
I
do
would
like a
s-
dwarf?
With wild shape?
I think you have to be an
No, it has to
animal
be a
unless you
beast.
have something.
Yeah, it's
special.
gotta be a beast.
I had a document with all this.
You could be my familiar. I pull out a little stuffed owlbear. You could be Phil.
Okay, here it is. Furbolg magic. You can cast Detect Magic and Disguise Self with this trait using your Wisdom's as your spellcasting ability for them. Once you cast either spell, you can't cast it again until you finish a short rest. When you use this version of Disguise Self, you can seem up to 3 feet shorter than normal.
So I can
Oh,
be
nifty.
like,
You could be kid-sized if you wanted to.
Damn.
let's do it.
So you guys watch. Do you have a preference on like, what kind of kid? We're going from like
I'm
5.
gonna be exactly like I am, just 3 feet shorter.
Okay. So you guys, the 3 of you watch as Oscar just shrinks down to a 5 foot tall, a little bit taller than the rest of you, even that, but he has just shrunk 3 whole feet right in front of your eyes. Still the same guy, but much shorter.
Big eyes.
So
Is this better?
I may not have that spell, but I feel like you're not using it to its full potential.
You're probably right.
Okay.
I'm just saying, man. Maybe change your face or something.
Okay, I put on the creepiest, biggest smile ever.
Nice.
It's a little better.
Roll me an intimidation check just for fun.
Just for fun.
Is that a
hold
disguise,
on
or
one
do you
second.
gotta poop? Because I know I look like that when I gotta poop.
Wow.
I couldn't say it with a straight face.
Did you find it, Oscar?
That's the smile.
Oh, Jesus Christ! Those
You know
dead
what, I'm not
eyes.
even- You don't even have to roll for that. Just take that how you will.
Those dead fucking eyes.
So
Oh, that's
you guys are
perfect.
traveling through the streets, and I'll just say you guys, you come up to an area where there's an area of the sewers that lets out, and you guys see there are these 4 turtles that are climbing into the sewers.
Oh,
Just a second.
For what?
turtles.
That's about them right there.
Fuck, turtles.
I will try to get you
Oh
the
my
picture
God.
later, Lander. But essentially, you see these these 4 green turtles. One of them's wearing a blue mask. One of them's wearing a red mask. One's wearing an orange mask, and the other one's wearing a purple mask.
Hey
No
guys,
fucking
what's up?
way.
There it is. That's why I was wanting to get you in the sewers.
Is that actually in the
No.
the
No, it's
mod?
not. It's not. I couldn't resist. I was like, what?
Nice.
Oh,
I've been
fuck.
wanting
I
to do
love
that from the
Casey.
goddamn beginning.
Fucking straight out of Borderlands.
Yeah. All right.
What the
Oh, yeah,
hell is
pizza.
pizza?
Anyway.
What the hell is
Uh,
pizza? Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Monk.
No,
turtles, nice.
Teenage Mutant Monk Turtles.
Teenage Monkish. Oh god.
Yeah. You have no idea how badly I've been wanting to do that.
Teenage
You know,
Monkish
that's
snort.
kind of like that's kind of German. It's the word.
Oh wow.
All right. There it is. There it is for Lanner.
Yep.
Okay. So anyway, you guys get
to
to this. You guys get to the city watch post, and what you see is there's a coach in front, and 2 women are stepping out of it. One of them, actually, Oscar, you recognize both of them.
Look, 2 women I know.
2 of the most beautiful women. One of them is in these white gown, priestly robes, and the other one's wearing this beautiful set of white armor, and they are entering the watch post
Thunderdome?
here.
It's my babes. I know those girls.
Jenks
Do they
doesn't
look
know.
like we would?
Nope.
I like the
Do
sisters
they look
from
like
the
they're
temple. Or...
capable? Like they wouldn't be a good mark?
They really don't look like good marks, no.
All
It's
right.
been so long. I don't
So-
remember the names.
This is
Lorelei.
they come to the thing, and you hear guards talking amongst themselves, and they say, let's see. One of the sergeants comes up to your door, Todd, and he says, "You have a visitor."
Oh, we're skipping over to the other
Yeah,
place?
I'm going from this is
That
what you
was a
guys
little
see as you
abrupt
come
for
in.
me. Sorry.
I apologize. You guys are coming in, and you see
Okay.
these 2 women in it. So we're gonna go to Todd, and they come up to you. The sergeant comes and he says, "You have a visitor."
All right. And the influence is gone at this point.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, at this point it has.
Oh, thank God. Who is it?
So he unlocks your cell and he says, "We're keeping an eye on you."
Please do. I got nothing to hide.
And they lead you upstairs to one of those private rooms.
It's private.
Yeah. For the record, I apologize for how abrupt that was. I'm juggling a lot here, so.
No kidding.
It's fine. It's fine. I just
Well, and
needed.
I'm trying to get to a certain point too, but they bring you into a room and you see Heart Warder Lorelei Lynn standing next to Iana Lothalis, the High
Yes.
Priestess, and she, Iana, as soon as you step in the door, she just Iana just starts shaking her head, and she goes, "Well, what do you have to say for yourself?"
My oath is intact. Ah!
Right? Yeah, I just stand tall and I look at them both. Do I really need to go through this again with you, Ayana?
Todrin, in all my time as the High Priestess of the Temple of Beauty, I have never once visited any of my priestesses or knights of the Order of the Ruby Rose behind bars.
So we do have to go through this again.
Do you know how this looks? After all the accusations that have been made against you, do you know how this looks, Todrin?
I look over at Lorelei. Is she starting to sound like a broken record to you?
And Lorelei just Todder, I'm sorry. I waited for you last night at your tavern, and this, I didn't know that you were here. I apologize. I didn't.
No.
And at that point, Ayana holds up a hand and she's, and you, Lorelei, you have been my closest confidant for years. Stop defending him. I don't know what is going on with you two, but this is unacceptable.
Oh man. I will point my hand at the wall to the right. We have had a long rest, right?
Yes.
Um. No, I'll point my hand over at. I'll just gesture at Lorelei and cast Shield of Faith on her. So she just starts glowing with the red sparkles of energy, and she looks like
Hold
she'd be a
on.
lot harder to hit.
What is Shield of Faith?
Bonus action, concentration up to 10 minutes. Shimmering field appears and surrounds a character, granting +2 bonus to AC.
Okay. All right.
Yep.
So she's not sure what's going on at first, but she kind of looks at you and and Ayana she shakes her head and she's, I cannot believe you have not been stripped of your powers by Suni. She has tears in her eyes at this point, and Ayana just storms past you and out the room.
I step by and let her
Uh,
go.
And
then
Lorelei steps forward to you and she says, my friend and I were waiting for you at your tavern, but you didn't come. I was worried. Your bartender Flume said that you always come in eventually, but you never did.
I
I,
I just wrap my
I'm
arms
so
around her
sorry.
while she's talking.
And she just keeps talking and she says, I am so sorry. I I told her I was worried, and when she found out you were here, she insisted on coming down here in person. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. There are bigger fish at play here than we expected. A
What do you
lot of
mean?
this has been set up.
Set up by what? What do you mean?
We found the stone, Lorelei.
Really?
Yeah, and
Where is it?
it got stolen from me.
By who?
Uh, by the guard, no less. Like I said, this has been set up in a big way. That's why we're still here to begin with.
I don't understand. The guard. Do you think they were in on? I don't.
I know.
She looks just confused, baffled.
I don't know what to do about this either. But just know that this is obviously not what it looks like. Like she said, I still have my oath. I
She
don't
looks in.
belong here.
She puts her hands on your shoulders and kind of takes a step back. She looks into your eyes and she says, Todrin, I trust you more than I trust anyone else in this world. I know. Believe me, I know.
Okay, thank you for that.
She kisses you on the cheek, and she just as
Ruh-roh.
the city guard are coming in and say, "Time's up."
Okay, we'll talk again soon.
All right. Um,
Yeah, you will.
she wipes the tears from her eyes and she leaves.
Bring our friend around. I yell at her as she
Yeah.
leaves.
So they take you, rather they start to take you, kids and Oscar. What are you guys doing?
Thank you for that, Kazan. That
back
was
to the kids.
that was
Okay.
very nice.
Hold on 1 second, sorry.
So, so we see the two ladies walk in. Let's. I motion for the guys to tell me if they hear any of the guards talking about anything in particular, and let's kind of be a little nosy.
Just for the record, I'm keeping an eye on the clock.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
How far away from the station are we?
um, there's a couple of guys that are standing just outside the door that are probably no more than say 30 feet away.
And they didn't see us like come out of the sewers, did they?
No, you guys didn't use the sewers. You were near a sewer grate. I apologize.
Ah. All right. Well, then hearing Nat say that, I'll just be like, you know what? I'll go ask, and I'll just approach the guys at the door.
Okay. So there's these two guards that are standing at the door. I'm not going to put them on the map because I've got a ton of stuff
No,
here.
you're good.
But for the record, Toddern, you're still in that room.
I walk up and smile as well.
You walk up and smile? No.
Nat would grab his arm as he starts to walk away.
Are you going to resist?
I rotate and smile at Squidly or whoever grabbed me.
That would have been Nat.
Nat.
Oh,
So
yes.
Squidly,
Right at Nat.
what do you say to the guards up at the front door?
Excuse me, but who are those pretty ladies?
I believe that they are priestesses from the Temple of Suni.
Ooh, the Temple of Suni.
Mhm.
That sounds pretty.
It is.
Oh, good. Nice.
Yeah, but
Why
it's
are they
too
here?
soon for us.
Oh my
And he
god.
kind of looks at you and he says, "Kid, I think you're a little young to know what they might be doing here."
Oh, shit. I got a conjugate visit? Is that what that's called?
Conjugal.
Conjugal visit
Conjugal.
from two
Oh,
fucking
well,
priestesses.
all right. All right. I just walk away.
Okay. So yeah, Squidly comes back after a little while with that information.
Suni.
What do you know about Suni?
What do
Oscar?
I know about Suni? Oh. That's true, he would know.
Yeah.
It's hard to play a character when you're stepping into someone else's shoes.
Yeah.
What would this character do?
What would
Would
this
this
character
character
do
help?
about
Would
my
this
character?
Yeah.
Oscar, are you present?
Yes.
I think
Sorry.
Okay. So
So
Squidly
I'll
comes
ask
back.
Oscar.
Yeah.
This is
So
Nat.
does Suni mean anything
This
to
is
you,
Squidly.
Oscar?
Yeah, Suni is a goddess of beauty and dancing and singing.
That
She's a
pretty comment
lovely
makes
temple.
sense.
Oh, they're all pretty. Everyone's so
Yeah.
pretty, and they're so very, very nice and very soft. And
You know
I
a lot
hate
about
her
Suni.
already.
So what? What?
I hate her already.
Todrin is one of the paladins. He's very strong.
Todrin is a paladin?
Yes, armor and the sword, and
Armor guy is a paladin?
he takes his armor off a lot, though, much more than other paladins.
He doesn't have a stick wedged quite so far up his ass as other
be-
paladins.
He must be bad at fighting.
I don't know if I've ever seen him fight. He runs and he yells and he blows kisses. Tremendous
He blows kisses.
To be quite honest, it sounds like a lame paladin.
I mean, he can't chromatic orb, of course.
Chromatic orb!
I saw that. That was cool.
I can do that. Arcane.
So as
The guy that cast it looked a little shrimpy, but it was cool.
He was amazing.
After a little while of you guys talking, you see Ayana come out of the front doors. The doors swing wide open as she comes out, and she's just wiping tears from her face, and she climbs into this coach, and without waiting for her friend, just tells them to go, and this hire coach leaves without her.
Crying.
Wow.
Seeing that Squidly just is so. Did that lady just take off without the other one?
What does it mean?
I know.
It means she's a bitch.
Could go in and ask.
Pretty people, but man, do they suck.
It might
Not
be
yet.
too soony for that.
Oh, nice. That was nice.
Thank you, Jenks bows.
I don't even.
Oh fuck.
All right. So what are you guys doing?
I don't even know what to do. Kind of at a
Well,
loss here.
let's look for some marks and do what we do, but let's also keep an ear out for our and see if they're going to come out and claim the big guy here.
What's a mark?
You don't know what she said.
Right.
You
Yep.
don't know she said Mark.
That's right.
What's a blah?
Oh god.
So sorry.
What the fuck?
We are such
What's a
assholes.
Well, you see, it's like a, but
But with a little less.
more of the. Oh fuck.
I,
Just these kids making these sounds on the street corner.
And a furbolg. And then you have the furbolg.
We'll get Oscar into
All right.
making just random weird noises too.
Alright, sorry, we're getting off track.
yeah, a little bit.
I don't know what to say or do here, man. I
Yeah,
got
Okay.
nothing to go on.
So I'll tell you, if you guys outside, if Oscar and the urchins are gonna just stand and wait outside for a while.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to go in, but if everyone else
Okay,
has
if
to
you-
wait,
if you're-
we can wait for a while at least.
Are you gonna go in or not?
I can
No.
wait.
No,
Yeah.
gonna prevent him from going in. That's
Okay.
probably bad.
So Todrin, they eventually come and they take you back to your cell, and it's about an hour or so later, after Lorelei and Ayana have left, that the guard comes to your cells and he says, "All right, everyone to the courtroom."
Oh,
To the courtroom?
we're gonna
Excuse
be
me?
shown
The
a
magis-
semblance of fairness now, huh?
Magistrate is here.
About
Just-
time.
And freaking tastic.
So they take you
Fast
into
forward
the
to the
courtroom, and I'm not going to bother putting tokens here, but just so you know, the magistrate is standing behind the bench, and he says, "There's been a development, as you can see," and he gestures around. "Captain Staggett is not here. In fact, we found his body."
Oh no!
That's because, Your Honor, he took the Stone of Golor away from him unlawfully. He murdered 2 other watch to frame us and make it look like we were trying
Silence!
to escape.
He bangs a
Sorry.
gavel, and he says, "I will not have you disperse that man's name. Captain Staggett has been dead for over 12 hours.
That wasn't him in the hallway.
That
then.
wasn't him in the hallway. Okay. So
Oh
someone
no!
impersonating the captain.
Now, I don't know what's going on here,
Oh shit!
but whoever murdered him, I don't believe that we can find out who it was ourselves. I am releasing you into the custody of the Black Staff. We will discuss this at a later date. For
Your
now,
Honor,
for
for
now
the
you are
record,
for now you are under orders not to leave the city. We will be posting city watchmen outside of your home.
yes,
You're
sir.
free to go."
Thank you for that.
For the record, I apologize for besmirching the captain's name. I was in error. I spoke too soon, and I was very passionate and angry about what's happened. So I apologize to him, to you, to the city, to his family.
Understood. This is... On a more personal note, Captain Staggett was a friend of mine. And I think you're probably the only people in this town that can find out who killed him. When you do, you can see he's holding his tongue. He says, just make sure that justice is served for him. Too many people have died in the search for this damned stone, this Neverember's gold, and whatever this is about. Put an end to it.
Yes, sir.
And he slams the gavel and they let you go.
Excellent.
Oscar and the urchins, you guys are outside when you see them leaving the courthouse.
How is the
Your equipment
watch's
is over.
demeanor towards us?
I think they're intelligent enough to know that if he was really dead for 12 hours, you guys got tricked. Like
Them
They
and
got
considering what you did in the heat of the moment, you guys didn't fight them, you didn't struggle, you guys went and locked yourselves back up, and all of that. They are inclined to believe you, and you have
Okay.
not yet given them reason not to.
goddamn right.
Begrudgingly.
Yeah,
Alright.
they're not happy. Their captain just got killed, but they're like, these aren't the guys who did it.
That sucks. Staggett,
So-
man. I liked Staggett.
Do we have any
Reason for the dead.
resources that we could use from the City Watch? Any the watch mages or anything that could help us try to determine what happened to Stag?
Well, I'll tell you what, we will discuss anything like that at a later time. I think we're going to wrap it up here as you guys come out of the courthouse and see a very short Oscar next to three
And-
kids
And that
The three
smile.
kids.
Don't forget the smile.
and a very, very creepy smile.
Just awful. Awful smile.
Friends. Not at all. What is that?
So,
Wow.
what'd you guys think?
Holy fuck, that was awesome.
Oh,
Minus
that
fucking losing again, that was fucking awesome.
I'll say this. This is that part. There were ways to get around that you guys just never did. But that part in particular is one of the most hated parts of this adventure. I've seen so many complaints
I
about
bet.
that
Oh,
because
I can see why.
it's almost impossible to know something's up. Like, and you guys as players knew, but the rolls just weren't with you.
Yeah.
well, I didn't know, but I had a strong suspicion. I mean,
Well, when he
after,
asked me
like
about
I said,
the
I'm going
stone,
to be.
it was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
he fucking, that's not Staggett.
But I don't know.
As
Before-
we're walking to the door, Todd will mention to you guys that the stone seemed to be playing with his mind a little bit. In
By the
case
way, you no
What
longer
did it?
you no longer have that other thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. If you hadn't noticed, it was making me a little.
Actually,
confused.
roll me a wisdom check before you leave.
Oh, okay.
Wisdom save rather.
Wisdom save. Fuck.
You never had the stone.
Wait, what? Oh, I don't even
You don't-
remember having it.
You don't even remember having it.
So I don't even mention to them that
No.
that I just said.
No.
Holy
You don't remember
fuck.
having it. You don't remember finding it. Like you remember it chasing it into the sewers, but everything you remember fighting the mimic, you remember all that, but you don't ever remember picking it up, and you certainly don't remember it speaking to you or anything like that.
So scratch that. As we're walking to the door, I'm like, so why did the Staggett impersonator, come after us to begin with? And you guys look at me like, what? What are you talking about?
Poor Todrin. That stone fooled us all, but it had you by the balls.
So I'm gonna ask
Crazy.
Todrin before I know you're wanting to get out of here and tired and all. Just real quick, what'd you think of the Lorelai and Ayana Lawless situation?
Again, thank you seriously for bringing them in. That was really cool.
I'm a little disturbed with how you treated Mayorin or whatever her name is.
She
Ayana,
came out of there crying,
You're
man.
concerned how you treated her, how he treated her, but you don't even remember her name.
Well,
God damn it, it's been like
It
a
has.
long time, man.
It really has, and that was part of the reason, because I had been keeping in mind that you were supposed to talk to her that night that this whole thing kicked off. So that
Yep.
was obviously when you didn't show up, she knew something was wrong. So
Well, fucking Ayana clearly is just so insecure about Todd getting chosen.
The chosen status.
Yeah, there's no fucking reasoning with her. Every chance she gets, she's turning on him. It's kind of frustrating, but understandable. Go ahead, Lonnie.
It is understandable, and she's the high priestess, so she should be the chosen. Yeah.
Right.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to override you.
No, I knew we were on the same page there. That's exactly true. And that's why I was like, "Are you serious? We're doing this again? Like, look, I can still do magic. What now, bitch?"
Your oath is still intact. You still have your powers.
Thank God for that. One of these
Wouldn't
times
it
I'm
been
going to
a
be
funny?
like all confident. Look, you guys are all wrong. I still have my oath.
Yep.
Nothing happens.
Fuck.
Shit. I still have my oath. Nothing happens. Uh-oh.
You're like Thor, like hesitating to pick up the Mjolnir, and just like, am I still worthy?
Yeah,
But no,
yeah.
you're not like that. You've got all the confidence, and then you go to pick up Mjolnir, and nothing happens.
And I
It's
can't
like,
fucking budget. It's like, wait, what? But yeah,
right.
Kazan, thank you for bringing them in. That was very cool.
I'm
That was
glad
a
you enjoyed
great
it.
continuation of that story arc.
Yeah,
Yep.
I hope you guys all enjoyed everything that happened. I know losing the Stone of Golor sucks. I agree completely. There was an opportunity for you to have perhaps maybe gotten it to Oscar somehow, but y'all just it didn't come up. Y'all didn't think of it. And
Here's a
it's
good question.
go ahead.
If, when we were showering, if we had brought it up and Hind had shoved the Stone of Golor up his ass, would that have saved it for us?
I thought that was a plan from the beginning.
Oh, God.
Lather him up real good. All right.
It's hard to say.
It's
You're going to have a
possible.
feeling of it being very full.
That
So-
guy would have fucking tried to kill you and ass cut you.
It's hard to say if for no other reason than he seemed to know you guys had it.
Right.
So, someone who can shapeshift or do magic, he knows you have it, which means that, well, if he knows you had it, he probably could do like some sort of telepathy. So I'm thinking Xanathar maybe, just as a player, not as not yeah. That sounds like aberration magic, detecting thoughts and shit. Or, it is Jarlaxle. If that's Jarlaxle, he's got some magic items that allow for that kind of shit, so it could be Jarlaxle.
That
And
motherfucker.
and then
If it was never
the
caught again, I will fucking kill that guy. By that I
I'd
and
mean
then
like to see you try.
Team Z, they have some pretty potent magics at their disposal, so they probably could have. Yeah, fuck. God damn it. Yeah, we're back to square one as to who it might have been that have grabbed the stone.
oh good.
I will promise you it will not be as long of a slog. So just
All
don't
right.
worry about that.
Cool.
Just keep playing.
We are in the final parts of this. So
Yeah, when you had the judge say end it, I was like, all
Yeah.
right, let's
Yeah.
fucking do this. Yes. Cool.